Pirms mēs pārējām pie nākamā eksperta stāsta, gribas teikt tā, ka attālināta strādāšana mums ir kļuvusi par ierastu normu. Bet nākamais eksperts saka, ka, lai cik mums patiktu strādāt attālināti, vienmēr birojām būs sava vieta darba dzīvē. Anja Funša, Dānijas Būvniecības un īpašuma aģentūras eksperts. Anja, hello! I hope you are hearing us, and we are giving our stage now to your story.
Thank you. I'll try sharing my screen. Just a minute. Oops. Can you see my presentation now? Okay. I think you can. I'll start, and you may stop me if it's not showing right. Hello, my name is Anja Funch, and I work at the Danish Building and Property Agency. And I will talk a little bit about our activity-based workplace strategy and our experiences from working from home. And I think that maybe my presentation will provide a possible answer to some of the questions that Chris raised, and some of the things that we have learned from the long period of working from home, mainly that we have to acknowledge that after this period we will see that we have too much space in our offices, and that we have to do something else to attract our employees to the office. First, a little bit about the Danish Building and Property Agency. It is a state government agency that is the largest property enterprise contractor and supplier of government workplaces. Our customers are other state agencies. It is police stations, it is courthouses and universities all over Denmark. And we manage construction projects, and we provide facility management services, and we rent and buy properties. And we develop our own office spaces. We have 2 offices in Denmark, and we develop our own office spaces to meet our present and future needs. And we use the experience of our own office spaces as showcases for our customers. The development of the office design has changed over the years. From the single office where we sit alone in our own office, which enables a high level of concentration and focused works, but often leads to limited knowledge sharing, simply because we are sitting by our own in our own office space. Today, open space office is the most common way of doing your office design in Denmark, which enables knowledge sharing, simply because we sit together in a large space, but often it is harder to concentrate because you can hear your colleagues talking. It is harder to find a quiet space to do your focused work. So, like, the last step is the activity-based workplace, which more or less combines the best from the 2 office spaces. And how does it do that? Activity-based workspace is based on the acknowledgement that work is not a place. It's an activity or a series of activities. This is an average day of the office. It could be my calendar for tomorrow. During a day, we do a different type of activities. And since we do different things during the day, our needs differ. We do not have the same needs. We have different needs for different activities. So, in fact, we need different settings for different activities. And this slide is to show you some of the different settings that we have in our Copenhagen office. We have regular workstations which is more or less the same as you can see in any open space office. It is office desks, chairs, and IT equipment, where we can work alone, or we can co-work with our colleagues. We can talk, not too loud, but we can talk quietly with our colleagues. Then we have project workstations, which is more or less the same design, but the level of speech is allowed to be much higher. It is possible to book some of the tables if you, for example, are a project group that has to sit together for a period of time. And it enables more active co-working between the colleagues. And we have open support, which is sofas, lounge chairs, and so on, where you can, as you see in the picture, have phone call. You can have informal meetings with your colleagues, or you can just socialize with your colleagues. We have a silent room, which is closed room. We have a few silent rooms, which is, there are normal office desks, chairs, and so on, but there are no sound allowed. You cannot talk in a silent room. Your phone has to be switched to silent mode, and there are no disturbances allowed, which means that if one of your colleagues wants to talk with you, they cannot come into the room and tap you on the shoulder. They have to send you an email or chat or so on. So this is where you can do focus room for the period of time needed. If you, for example, have to prepare a report or something like that, you can choose to work in the silent room for a period. Then we have phone booths. We don't see them in the streets anymore. They have moved into the offices. Phone booth is silent proof, which means you can have a phone call without disturbing your colleagues, and you can have a private phone call since your colleagues cannot hear what you're talking about. Finally, we have what we call a drop-down area, which is where you can socialize with your colleagues. We often use them if you have to do a birthday celebration, or you can have an informal meetings, or we can use them as a place to work on your laptop in between meetings. It's more an informal meeting place. So what are the advantages of activity-based workplace, or ABW as we call it? We believe that activity-based workplace strengthens co-working and knowledge sharing. Simply because we instead of sitting in our own desk around the same colleagues every day, we can choose from different settings, and we can sit with different colleagues. And that provides an easier flow of information and makes co-working much easier. It is also a modern and flexible office, especially from our young colleagues. We hear that they appreciate that they're not stuck to the same table every day, but they can choose from different types of settings. And it's a flexible office because in a traditional office, whenever we hire new staff, we have to redecorate or get more tables. And if we do organizational changes, we have to rethink the design of our office. This is not necessary in an activity-based office. We can fit more employees without doing any changes. It's also more space effective because we do, in an activity-based office, we do not have one workstation per employee. We do not have our own table. We share all the tables. And since we're not at the office, all of us all the time, we can have less workstation or less tables than in a traditional office. In our office, we have around 70 workstations per 100 employees. So, and that is why we can save space and be more space effective. In Denmark, like in the rest of the world, we have been working from home. Tomorrow is our 1-year anniversary. because on the 12th of March last year, we were all sent home. And until the 12th of June, we were working exclusively from home. Then we had a short period where we were allowed back into the office. Not full time, we still had to work from home every third day. And then in September last year, the restrictions changed again, and we were sent home and have been working 100% from home since then. The present regulation is expiring on the 5th of April, but we expect that they will be extended. So we don't believe that we will be coming back to the office before maybe after the summer break, if we're lucky. So what have we learned from this period of working from home? After our first period, just before the summer break or the summer holiday, we did a survey amongst our employees, asking about their experiences from working from home. And what we saw is that they were mainly positive. We have been using, before this COVID-19 pandemic, we haven't had any official policy about working from home. Some have been doing it, but Chris mentioned the concept of the management trusting in their employees, and I think that this has been a major issue in our company as well. So whenever somebody said, I'm working from home tomorrow, their colleagues would say, okay, you're having a half day off. But we experienced that during the first period of working from home, we didn't experience a drop in productivity, and the employers saw that there were a lot of benefits in working from home. So they experienced an increased efficiency, an increased flexibility, and increased productivity. They saw it gave them a better opportunity for complementation and concentration. They had less wasted time and fewer interruptions. I can see my own slide. Sorry. Sorry, I can't see my own. Sorry. I think it says they experienced an improved work-life balance. So there were a lot of positive benefits from working from home. On the other side, we have also concluded that despite of all the positive benefits from working from home, we still need the office, and we need it for development and innovation, which is much easier when we can be together. We need it to preserve and develop our common culture and values, which is also much easier when we are together. We need it for professional networks and knowledge sharing. We can only do so much online. And we need it for social networking. The relations that we have between each other is the basis of everything and the basis of doing our work properly. And we also needed to have a presentable framework for meeting with our customers and others, which is not the same when we're meeting online from our sitting room or dining room or whatever. So, based on the experience from the first period of working from home, our management have endorsed a working from home strategy, which states that the home office is yet another zone in the activity-based workplace. The activity-based workplace have different zones for different activities, and the home office is an addition to what we can see in the physical office. So our strategy says that employees can choose how often they work from home. We don't have any strict rules like 2 days a week or something like that. You choose, so you can choose 4 days a week, and you can choose no days, 0 days a week. We offer all our employees office furniture and IT equipment for their home office to ensure that their working environment is as good as possible. And whether you're working at the office or at the home office, you are responsible for both your own tasks, but also to contribute to your colleagues' tasks and development and well-being. So you have responsibilities that you have to live up to, whether you're working at the office or at home. So what everybody is wondering about, what about the office post-COVID-19? Actually, we don't know because we haven't been there yet. But of course, we have thought about this and we have some expectations. We expect that going to the office will be more a conscious choice rather than everyday normal. This long period of working from home has offered the home office as an alternative to the office. And we also think that the way we use the office will change. It will be more a meeting place, because when I have to do my solo task that I can just do with my computer, I will often choose to do this at home. So I go to the office to meet my colleagues, to collaborate, to share knowledge, and to socialize. And we also expect that we will see more virtual meetings than before COVID-19, simply because we have learned that the virtual meetings, they in somehow are more efficient. We can share commute when we meet with colleagues or customers or whatever. So we will see that the number of virtual meetings will increase. That was all. Thank you.
Anja, seems the biggest challenge for all of us now is keep our employees together. Summarizing your story, do you have some, I don't know, survival kit or some magic toolbox, what we need to keep now to maintain our employees?
Sorry, no, I don't. But what we have been talking about is that we have to find out what will make everybody want to come to the office. And that has definitely changed from before COVID-19. And we are very, we try not to guess. And we don't think that we can actually get a true answer to the question right now. I think that we have to wait until things normalize and then have a certain period of normal use of the office, and then do a survey and maybe do some pilot test or so on to find out what can make people come into the office, and how will in what extent will the employees be working from home? Do they all want to come in on Fridays or on Mondays, and how do we manage all that?
Thank you, Anja. And hoping this new normal probably we will create all together. No one can answer this so far, but thank you for your story, and thank you for your story from Denmark. Thank you very much. Yeah.
You're welcome.